show you around the garden. I'm surprised I've never showed you my garden before. Now we have a lot of acreage here. Yeah, it'll take me many years to really finish the whole thing, but I'm doing one piece at a time. Having a lot of fun with it. Well, yeah, just follow me. First I'll take you to the little wooded area we have. It's nice, it's got a little stream. But over here I have my hydrangeas. Yeah, it's really a great time of year to see them. I've got all different colors, and they're blooming really nicely. I was worried for a little bit that they weren't going to make it. When we first moved in about 5 years ago, we didn't have much money because we had just obviously bought a house, and it was our first house. So I really, really wanted to work on the garden, but I didn't have enough money to buy much. So one of the things I found was buying dormant plants through the internet. It's much, much cheaper. Now, it's a bit touch and go. I never quite knew what was going to grow and what wasn't. But I got this hydrangea, some of these hydrangea bushes, and they've done really well. The thing I've noticed with a lot of the dormant bushes is it may take them a little while to really grow up. Yeah. Here, let me show you in the shed. This is what the dormant bushes look like. They come in the mail like this in these little packets. Yeah, they're kind of cool. Well, let's keep walking and I'll show you the stream. Yeah, they're pretty cheap to order. And I ordered a whole bunch of them. And again, like the first year or two, they didn't do that well, so I didn't know if they were going to make it or not. But then they've really done well. I think part of the problem is, every gardening book will say the first thing you should do is really work on the soil to improve the soil. But of course, I did not do that because it would have cost about $150 to get a truck full of topsoil delivered. And while that's not very much, we actually had that done this year. We've had it done for a couple of years to help improve the soil. It's not very much, but it's not a lot of fun when you really want to get out gardening to really be just digging dirt and putting dirt down and then having a whole bunch of really nice dirt with no flowers. I wanted to see some green right away. So yeah, I planted these dormant plants, and the only ones that really didn't work for me were the shade plants, and I think it's just because the area where I was planting them really has bad soil. But yeah, this little area is kind of fun because we've got the little stream. And it's just so relaxing. Even in the winter, I've got little places sort of scouted out all along the stream where I can sit. Some of them are sort of hidden, so you can't always see them from the path. But yeah, even in the winter, if I bring a blanket to come and sit on, I've got a few benches out there as well. I try to do wooden benches along the stream so they're not too cold if I want to sit there in the winter. Bring a blanket, and even when the stream's kind of frozen, it's still so relaxing just to sit. And since it never gets too cold here, usually it's just the top layer that freezes. Well, let's keep going here. I want to show you the fountain garden. Yeah, after the first year was sort of the dormant plants, we got a little bit more money, and so I'm doing kind of one garden area at a time. And the fountain garden was sort of the first one I wanted to work on. So it's pretty much completed. And then I'll show you sort of the next area that I'm working on. And yeah, the garden goes on forever. So really, I can be working on this for many, many years. Let's see, here's the fountain. You like it? Yeah, I liked it. I think it's cute. And I mean, as you can probably tell, I've got the fountain over by the house. I've got the stream. I've got this fountain. I really like the sound of running water. It's really relaxing for me. So I try to have running water. Yeah, we can get closer. You can take a look. Yeah, I try to have running water as much as I can around, because again, it's one of the most soothing things for me. And so I've put the benches here around the fountain garden, and you could just sit and look at the fountain. And then I have all the little plants that I've put around the fountain. I've got a lot of lilies. I love lilies. I've always loved lilies. And they're so easy to grow. They're a really good dormant plant to get, because you almost can't, I don't know, you can get lilies in garden shops, but they're so easy to grow and they multiply so quickly. A lot of garden shops don't have a lot of them, or they have like odd varieties that cost a lot of money. And for me, really the basic orange lilies are pretty much my favorite. So I have a few of the more interesting. There's the purple and white one over there that I really like, and I kind of mix those in. But I really like the bright orange ones that grow in big clumps, and yeah, so I've got a lot of those all around the fountain. And I have other plants that flower at different times of the year, so pretty much the fountain has flowers around it, or at least greenery around it year round. And then I have the azaleas kind of on the outside perimeter. I love the azaleas because they flower twice a year. And I get such beautiful flowers from them. Yeah. They're really great little bushes. And some of them go crazy. The ones I have here seem to stay kind of small. But depending on where I plant them, I guess they really like the soil in certain areas of the garden, and they'll go kind of nuts, grow pretty big. Yeah, and I have the dogwood tree over there. Again, that's another one of my favorites. And that one flowers twice a year too. Flowers in the spring, flowers in the fall. So I get those beautiful flowers twice a year. I try to take advantage of all of the trees and plants that I can get lots of flowers out of. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. And this one, I think this garden's looking pretty good. Yeah, I've finally got all the gravel down for the paths, and the nice little walkway through the woods. I haven't done much with the woods. I probably won't. I mean, the wooded area is just perfect the way it is. It doesn't really need any embellishment. I may put in few flowers that'll kind of pop out here and there, but that would be way, way down the road. I got too much to work on in the rest of the garden first. Yeah. How have you been doing? You want to just sit for a minute and watch the fountain? Catch me up. Oh, we got a little breeze. You like the wind chime? I like it too, but I like it out here farther out in the garden, I've found that when I have wind chimes close to the house, they kind of get on my nerves. I had a neighbor in one of our apartments that had a few wind chimes out on their porch, and their porch was right underneath my bedroom window. So when we would have a stormy night or something, I felt like I was like sleeping in a carol lawn. It was not very nice. So I put one out here in the fountain garden. Oh, I know a treat we can have. Now follow me. I finally have gotten some figs on my fig tree that you can eat. I've gotten them before, but not that many of them, so the squirrels and birds have always gotten them. Yeah, here we'll just wash them off in the hose over here. Yeah, they're really doing well this year. We put some rubber snakes in the tree, and that seems to be helping with the birds. I really think we need to get a motion detector sprinkler for the squirrels. Yeah, when they run in front or run to the tree, it'll squirt them. It doesn't hurt them, but they don't like it, so they'll stay away. Yeah, you can really, you gotta pick them when they first start turning a little bit brown, because if you really wait until they're nice and brown and ripe, the squirrels will have gotten them. So I pick them when they're just starting to ripen, and honestly, figs are so sweet that they're really pretty sweet even at that point. We've been eating them all summer. But we have to go out every day and pick, a bowl full of figs, or else, the squirrels will get them all. And I don't know why they're doing so well this year. Well, I planted this tree the second year we were here, and it was shorter than me, and now look, it's huge. And now it like covers up this whole side of the shed. Yeah, it's really enormous. Well, go ahead and try one. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab something in the shed for a second. Have a seat. We'll sit back in the fountain garden and just eat a couple of figs. So, we haven't gotten to talk in a while. What's going on with you? Oh, you're seeing somebody. That's great. How long's that been going on? Oh, so it's new. Hey, you guys having fun? Good. That's what you want to do in the beginning. It's just going to take you some time to get to know one another. Oh, good. I'm so glad you've met somebody you like. That's always a fun time. Good, so when are you guys going out again? That's great. What kind of things have you guys been doing on your dates? Oh, that's really creative. Oh, that's nice. It's not just dinner or bar all the time. Oh, you guys are so cute. Yeah, go have fun. Well, let's go and can show you the next part of the garden that I've been working on. So I've been kind of holding off working on this area. This is gonna be my rose garden. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. It's a lot of work. And I really haven't done anything with roses before. I've worked, when we would rent places, I would always do a little garden if I had some yard, even though I knew I'd lose it once we moved out of the apartment. But I just like gardening, and so I would usually do it anyway. But I wasn't going to attempt roses. They're too expensive to get, and they're so much effort to keep that I wasn't going to give a landlord roses. So I'm starting off with some really basic roses. Yeah, right through here. I went to the garden center and I sort of said, what are my starter roses that I can have, and they showed me. And again, I've done some of the simpler gardens. So we've got the stream going through here again. And then if we keep walking, we're going to come in the meadow area. Yeah, I've just, again, because we have so much land, I'm trying to do a few gardens that are beautiful but really low maintenance. And we had a few areas that were really suited. So we had this little woods area with the stream, and then a little bit on we had a really pretty little meadow that had been cleared years ago. I'm sure it was like a little pasture or something. But so I just threw down some wildflowers. There were some wildflowers that were already there. But yeah, right in through here. Yeah. Isn't it cute? Again, I just put a couple of benches around. And it's really a pretty place just to sit and get some sun. And sit on the bench and soak in the sun and watch the birds. And there's so many, this place during certain times of the year is just completely covered with wildflowers. And we don't mow it or anything. We just have the few little paths that go through so that you don't have to walk through, knee or hip high flowers. But yeah, this is another really relaxing area. I kind of like, for me, some of the most relaxing areas of the garden are the low maintenance ones, because when I sit in the fountain garden or when I sit in the soon to be rose garden, I just think about the weeding I need to do. So here I don't think about that. Yeah. And so you can already hear the fountain that is near the house. So we'll keep going back to the house because it's starting to get kind of late. Yeah, you can tell it's getting towards the end of summer because it's starting to get darker earlier. I actually don't mind that much because it's really hard to get my son to go to sleep when it's really, really light out. Because he goes to bed, we get in bed and start reading books around 7. Usually asleep by 8, but certain times of the year, 8 is still really bright around here. So, well, you want to just go and sit on the porch and have something to drink? I have iced tea. I have it unsweetened, or we can do sweet tea. I got a beer. I've got some white wine. Can make you a mint julep. We are down south. Sure. No problem. I'm so glad you came over today. It's really surprising that I've never given you a tour before. Yeah. We'll just come on over to the porch. Go ahead, have a seat. And I'll just go on and get you something to drink. Okay, be back in a minute.